impact of Ninoy Norte going independent was felt and dealt a heavy blow to the lawyer Philip Addison not being able to clinch that seat. Precisely.
That's what happened. And then talking to lawyer Senator Rawlings, she is saying that supporters of the NDC should keep it cool because the battle is not lost yet. And I've also visited the NDC headquarters, and the rank and file of the party have been asked not to comment until they decide who will talk to the media. The situation there is people sitting down at the party headquarters, keeping their fingers crossed, watching TV, and following whatever is coming out from the Electoral Commission.
But how has the reaction been as well for the NPP supporters there in the constituency?
Yes, you have them jubilating because Nana Addo picked the winning vote from this constituency, that is the Clote Kole. But they notice a mixed feeling. They're not happy lawyer Addison lost because Ninoy destroyed some of the votes. But in all, there's a level of euphoria by the MPP supporters. They believe this year's election is a done deal for them. But it's early days yet, so we still have more results coming in from other regions and constituencies.
Ebenezer, thank you very much. That's Ebenezer Boateng there. He is a man in the Clote Kole constituency. So that is the certified results as we have it coming through presidential. And it's interesting. CPP 65, the focus on the NPP having 34,145. So Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo got more votes in the Clote Kole constituency as against President Mahama in that same constituency with 32,088. Nana Addo having 34,145. So above 2,000, a little above 2,000 difference between the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo votes and that of President Mahama in the Clote Kole constituency. But when you do, however, the flip side of this argument for the parliamentary, the NDC, Dr. Senator Rawlings, having 33,609 as against the New Patriotic Party's lawyer Philip Addison, 29,112, and independent candidate Ninoy Norte, who broke away from the NPP, if you recall, after the primaries. He felt that he was not dealt a fair deal and so decided to go independent. A few weeks before December 7th elections, the party wasn't too happy about he using the colors of the symbol on some of the posters. They ordered him to pull it down. A clear case of bad blood between himself and what was going on in the party level. And if you look at the 3,911 that Ninoy Norte as an independent candidate polled, it definitely did reduce or have a clear impact on lawyer Philip Addison's fortunes in the constituency, because if you do the addition and ceteris paribus, all other things being equal, if all the people who voted for Ninoy Norte, 3,911, should have voted for lawyer Philip Addison, if all was well and he had the support of Ninoy Norte, then it would have edged him up a bit above lawyer, that's Dr. Senator Rawlings, because it would have got him a little above 34,000. So 29,122 as against 3,911. That would have edged him up a bit. It's against the 33,609 that Dr. Senator Rawlings had. But as we speak at the moment, all these permutations and mathematics does not matter. It's happened. The certified results have been put out there. Dr. Senator Rawlings is the parliament, the member of parliament elect. of the Klote Kole constituency. This was another constituency to watch with everything that was happening in there. You also remember Niyama Shite and everything else. So the NDC and the MPP in this constituency was not having a very smooth grounds going into this election, but clearly the impact of that eventually Niyama Shite bearing his differences and moving on into this particular election. So it's clear that the impact was expected that Nino Note was going to have on the partisan, and this is what has come to pass, and this is what is happening in the. So let's go to the Tamale Central constituency quickly there now, where some breaking news is coming through from there. Godfred Tanam is in the Tamale Central constituency. Godfred, what's happening there exactly? So, the you're seeing there is the NPP candidate is not too happy. He's saying that there are some anomalies on the pink sheet, which he has raised, and calculations not summing up as we speak of the based on what the observation has been, and so he's raised some concerns. So in the Tamale Central constituency, the NPP candidate is not happy about what's going on. So those the live visuals you see there of the ballot boxes lined up at the coalition center in the Tamale Central constituency. The NPP candidate is not too happy. The results, the tallying of the pink sheets as we speak at the moment, there he's raised some concerns. Shortly, we'll get through to Godfred Tanam live from the Tamale Central constituency. That is to watch, if you recall. Prior to December 7th, there were threats by some youth there to vote skirt and blouse against the NDC candidate, who is the incumbent member of parliament for the area. So let's go quickly to Godfred Tanam and find out the update of the situation there.
What about what?
So that screen misunderstanding as a result of the concerns. The NPP parliamentary candidate for the Tamale Central constituency in the northern region, he was not too happy. He says that the calculations or the additions of the pink sheets results doesn't add up, and so he raised those concerns as we speak at the moment, and some misunderstanding, some confusion there as we speak at the moment. So clearly, it is a matter of concern that the electoral officers are actually getting into as we speak at the moment. Constituency where the NPP parliamentary candidate has raised some concerns about what he's described as some anomalous additions of the results on the pink sheets as have been put. It's a long queue of ballot boxes actually counted as we speak at the moment. Godfred Tanam is monitoring the situation there, bringing us some live updates of what's happening there as we speak at the moment. But just a quick reminder, we're not only live on your television screens, on your election command center, we're live all across many parts of the country. We're live on 3FM 92.7 in Accra and beyond. We are live on Kesmi FM in Tamale, Kesmi FM in Tamale. We are also live on Melody FM 90 the Western region and beyond. Melody FM 91.9 FM. We're also live on Connect FM as well in the Western region. So it's a nationwide and a global conversation we're having. We're also streaming live on 3news.com. We have lots of you viewing from Kuma. One results we put out earlier on, for the results to be certified, it was a clear increase of margin for Nana Addo and also lawyer Esla Owusu Ekufo, who is the parliamentary candidate constituency. If you with the also not a very smooth road for test, and then can go to. Hello, Ajwa. For no chance. That's it right now. Let's get an update.
Our stations mistakes in filling the forms. Who make mistakes in filling the forms, let us hand over the forms to you. If you find a mistake, you...
Okay, so screens live cut through. So your head off the there. See, that have the electoral cost the press the period. They say that, and they've been counted some 15 electoral. The very many people for them with the results they have gives none.
The address of communications. Let updates process. All the stakeholders that the electoral cycle, all the necessary steps by the electoral of the people of this country, and in taking the results at the national collation. However, trying to sign results, the pink shades and confirm that of the constituencies so mentioned. I appreciate that the commitment, that the stations on the issue of here, putting orchestration informs the returning officer and the reported case on those instances of. So, from the collation sentence, comparison of summary results transmission, compare the constituency results. Because track commission has been agreed that it was agreed. Apart from states, we should cover all the polling station declaration of the results. In the interim, the electoral commission will be of votation taking all steps necessary to ensure to stop transmitting the results from the letters. That is the commission to review the summary results above. We urge political leaders to collaborate to work in the transparency of the very and peaceful. We again crossly again that to deliver credible the voting process has been transparent according to laid down rules. And why? The 4 hours, people being very conscious of the processes involved in transmitting and declaration of moment. Thank you very much. I did from the returning officer by the commission. Commission is made up of 7. That is why not in itself. We vote at the polling station. At the polling station, all parties
There were some irregularities at some two polling yesterday when the went around to supervise the work. And due to that, Mr. Isaku Tairu, he left the place, and then together with some supporters of him. And then so few people also came around later on to fill a complaint form so that that is what they can use to actually make sure that they have a case if they want to. So that is basically what we have for now.
Just by way of clarity, what were the irregularities?
Hello? Yes, the irregularities is that they believe that there were some two police stations where they have some more ballots than the normal ballot cast so far at that point.
Okay, voices, my minimum. Okay, my is saying I didn't know.
If you are the MPP presidential candidate and you lose, your margin is your deficit is smaller. If you win, your margin is bigger. It seems again that the NPP's presidential candidate tends to be much more popular than the local candidates. And of course, he's been around for a number of years. His brand is nationwide, it's global, so it's quite deep. So that's understandable.
Okay, thank you, Nanaya Ofurata, journalist and writer. And Afridia, finally.
I think so far the trend that I see is that the results seem to reflect what actually took place because of